the Mac. Get up what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up, first shot, hip strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious.
We're at VulCon 3. It's a conference surrounding the Vulcan forged blockchain. It's pretty dope. It's nice in here. As you can see, there's a lot of mood lighting.
Hi everybody, welcome. How are you? Woo! Welcome to VulCon 3. We're so excited. This is the ultimate annual event hosted by Vulcan Forged that brings together people from all over the world who share a passion for Web3, for an enthusiasm for the future of blockchain technology and the metaverse, and of course, a love of all things gaming.
And they brought me here to talk to everybody, and I really don't know why. Oh wait, now I know why.
In 2016, he was ranked 85 in Worth Magazine's Power 100, the 100 most powerful people in global finance. Please welcome Anthony Scaramucci.
The question is, are we going to move from a centralized gaming standard into something that's way more decentralized and way easier to use and allows people to be more independent? I think the answer to that is yes. That's going to be true in financial services. It'll be true in the way we trade assets.
That was awesome. It's a really, really smart.
Our first guest is Demetrius Johnson, aka Mighty Mouse. He's an American mixed martial artist. He is the current one flyweight champion and in the one championship. Everybody please welcome Demetrius to the stage. Ryan Hall, a current UFC fighter and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, the Ultimate Fighter Season 22 champion, made the move to professional fighting in 2012 after a successful athletic career in the sport of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Everybody please welcome Ryan Hall. And our final guest of this panel is McCaghren, who is a second-degree black belt under Jiu-Jitsu legend Eddie Bravo. He serves as a color commentator for the biggest Jiu-Jitsu events on earth, such as ADCC, EBI, and the UFC Fight Pass Invitational. His social media content reaches millions of Jiu-Jitsu and MMA fans every month, making him one of the most influential voices in the fastest-growing sport in the world. Everybody please welcome Brandon to the stage.
I'm not a professional fighter like these guys, I'm just a jiu-jitsu dork, but I do get to be around a lot of professional MMA fighters and jiu-jitsu athletes just through my work with the UFC and doing commentary and stuff. So yeah, I kind of feel like inadequate sitting here with this. Hey, I know this is not the right place to say this, but I gotta make a confession. So when I was a white belt, somebody gave me a pirated copy of your Triangle DVD set. And I learned everything I could. So I need to pay you for that before we leave.
You're a gentleman though, thank you.
The biggest gift of martial arts is that it allows us to see a path towards excellence. Like, I can take the lessons that I gather from martial arts and take those lessons and apply them across other facets of my life, whether it be my business or whether it be, in the relationships that I'm trying to cultivate and grow stronger. When I go to train now, it's not necessarily about becoming better at what I'm doing, it's about becoming better as myself, if that makes sense.
Because, yeah. It's funny you say that, you exemplify the idea of how martial arts did nothing but positive results in the end.
I'm curious, today obviously we're talking about Web3 gaming and technology. I'm curious how social media or YouTube or tech in general has played a role in your careers.
It's been huge for me. I mean, I don't have the competitive accolades that these guys have. Ryan's arguably one of the greatest jiu-jitsu players of all time. He is the greatest fighter in the history of fighting, and I'm Brandon, what I mean? For me, social media has been huge. That's Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, growing to having a large audience on those platforms. What led me to getting the commentary gigs and being able to stand up and talk about something that is so important to me, it's changed my life, and not just my life, but You know, I have 300 students in my academy, and I've got thousands of students in my online academy, and I've been able to take the lessons that I've learned from martial arts and take those and pass them down, and hopefully, you know, have started some kind of legacy that those people are gonna impact the lives of others. And all of that opportunity for me has come from social media, just from showing people what I'm doing in the gym and talking about the intricacies of an arm lock or a backside 50-50 or whatever it is. As far as the Diaz-Paul situation, I am much too afraid of Nate Diaz that he would ever see this to ever pick against him in any kind of fight. Yeah, so I would never, under any circumstances, choose against Nate Diaz in that fight.
Yeah, cool.
One thing to the Nate.
So one of the questions was, you have to do this, is if a drunk guy approached you in the bar and you had to neutralize him without striking him and hurting him, what would you do? So we needed a model for this, not a model, dummy, and obviously I was asked to beat me. So you've all got to do one thing that would, don't hit me, don't turn me out, I've got a speech later on, so we want to see. Yeah, the idea is the other two can't see what you do. We want to see if you all choose the same thing or not.
I'm gonna chill. Hey, just fine. Hey, let's just go here. Go here. Hey, go right there. Now, we got him here. We got the heel hook, and then I go here, and I have his back. I turn his back here, and then he's good to go. So, very, very subtle. Just go to your back, because a lot of people, look at him. A lot of people in the world believe, like when you watch fighting, it's like, oh, he's on his back, he's losing. It's like, no, this is honestly the safest place to be, because if he comes down, his posture's broke. I go here, then I'm just here. I'm touching it. I'm touching it. I'm here. Oh yes, he's got fun. Right? So it's always the best thing. I like to go on my back and play that game. So, but you're very welcome.
Don't talk about all this kind of stuff. Come on, what are you gonna do? I completely understand where you're coming from. You need another 2, maybe 4 beers. It's on me, actually. I'm not even sure you're good. What's he gonna do?
That's when we do the mic drop.
Thanks very
I
much.
want to choose something that would keep me on my feet. To be honest, I would never want you to be on top of me under any circumstances. It sounds like a lot of work.
We ran out of time about 10 minutes ago. We had a great time. You guys were awesome. Thank you so much.
It's my own fault. He put it in gently, and I thought I'm going to get out of this, so he put it in a bit tighter, so I can still get out of it. So I really tried it, and then he really put it properly. I was like, okay, I'm out, I'm done. I can't look left at the moment. And,
I literally didn't crank it at all.
You're the guys
I
we're
just
trusting
did
with our
that.
money. He thought that I was in some fight with the dudes on the panel.
What is going on in my life right now? It's so weird. I just hung out with literally, I have like 2 jiu-jitsu idols, right? There's Eddie Bravo. There's Ryan Hall. That made my year, honestly. Just sitting and eating pizza and talking jiu-jitsu stories and lore and history with Ryan Hall was one of the coolest experiences I've had forever. It was a blast.
What attracts me to crypto and why I still continue to invest is payment systems. You know, I work in financial services, and I don't care whether you're buying or selling a token in a game, or whether you're doing an ACH transfer to a different geography, or whether you're buying a watch in Zurich or London, England. It is the slowest, crappiest system we've ever devised. The ACH, the Fed wire, all of these systems for transferring currencies were developed by the private sector, in some cases over 50 years ago. The more success you have, the more you want more success. And I don't know of a better life. I work 20 hours a day sometimes. I fucking love it. And I never want to stop. And when I'm dead, wherever I'm going, I'm working 24 hours a day.
Well, you know what, Kev? I'm going to leave it on that. Happy Memorial Day weekend here in the U.S., ladies and gentlemen.
You have obstacles and you have walls. The problem is a lot of obstacles look like walls. Like, I'm always going to be a black man. That's a wall. But an obstacle looks like a wall, and you think you can't get over it, but you can. It's just difficult. And one of the tricks to getting over obstacles in life is finding someone on the other side of that obstacle that can possibly tell you how to get over the obstacle or around the obstacle. The problem is most people don't want to do the work. They'll say, but can you teach me a shortcut? You can look at somebody like me who's straight from South Central Los Angeles, gang infested, everything, and I end up being the longest running cop on television, and you can't tell me what can't be fucking done at this point. You know, you just have to learn and just adapt and work inside. And I'm still Ice-T. I haven't changed much. I just had to learn the game.
But Vulcan Forge started just a gaming studio, but then we realized we had a lot more things going on. So Vulcan Forge is now the top entities. Let's imagine that's what's making everything below it. So we divided all our games underneath something called Vulcan Studios, because we're not just making games now. We've made a blockchain, we're making Metaverse Maker, we're making apps, we're moving to all sorts of things.
Start with a simple prompt.
Shut up.
With AI tools, the process of creating a 3D world can become faster and more intuitive.
Well, I mean, there was no way we were going to ignore the AI revolution, whatever, introduction without working on it ourselves. So as soon as ChatGPT came out, we went to work on that. We acquired a very big website called MMA Army, which has tens of thousands of users. It was already a gaming site online. It was text-based, where people sort of had characters and they fought against each other. So we thought, well, listen, instead of us making a whole game from scratch here, let's get this and integrate the NFTs we have. So we now own MMA Army. Which is wonderful, because now we can just integrate all the NFTs which we've ported over from Solana to Elysium. And again, you train with PYR, you get your character, you have nothing, you go to someone, like Mighty Mouse, who say, listen, I need Mighty Mouse or Ryan, so I want some BJJ skills, you pay some PYR, your character levels up and you fight on the MMA Army side. So fighting mechanics are already complete, the GDD's complete, the whole website's there to be used. Now we've also signed a partnership with KO Reps athletes. They'll be joining the Vulcan Fight League as well. Ajame Sterling, Errol Spence, Juliana Pena, Merab, I can't pronounce that, I apologize, Kevin Holland, and Erin Blanchfield. So we have now got a partnership, an official partnership with UFC Pass. Vulcan Forge is now sponsoring all the Polaris events. So this is the biggest BJJ event. It's on UFC Fight Pass. It's good to have our finger in every part of the cake. Let's forge on, and thank you for coming. Let's enjoy tonight and have a wonderful, wonderful time.
He's got it. I even try and do it, and his natural instinct stopped me getting in. Oh no, you didn't. I got you. Now what's the next move? It's wait. All right, so look, I'll teach you a trick. Oh. Take this. You know your elbow. The line of my chin is here. Yeah. You want to be elbow on that line. Okay. Right there. And your squeeze is this way. And just wrap it in. All right. So make sure this hand goes to your bicep. Yep. And then this one, instead of putting it backwards, touch your shoulder. Yeah. Yes. Your elbows go down first. Right. Then your elbows go together. Okay. And then you try to fold me in half. And then then you squeeze. Holy shit! Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Now I know. Oh, just like one move of the hand, doesn't it? Yeah. Never BJJ. I used to box. I was a semi-professional boxer. Yeah, but I can't. I've never done any BJJ. And yes, we've got a few people here. We've obviously got Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse, one next We've got, I'm not going to introduce all the community one by one. We have got other people. We've got Brandon, I forgot this. We've got all the three MMA fighters in the panel are here. So if you want to go meet them here, we can give them a meet there.
We have got our host tomorrow, Anna Roisman, quite a famous comedian, another show I haven't watched, but I know she's here. She'll be announced here tomorrow. But listen, where is Anthony? I wanted to say a couple of words as well.
I have gotten to know the team and Jamie, Joe, David. You guys are A-plus players, and this is just a very, very exciting project for all of us to work on. And so we have John Dorsey and Francis DeLucia here from the Skybridge team. There'll be other Skybridge people there tomorrow. So we're here to help you guys and support the project, but we love what you're building, and we know that the future is going to be this. But we've got a tremendous amount of relationships out there that we want to engage in this community, and we just want to grow the whole ecosystem. And so that's what we're here for. And again, thank you so much for coming to our restaurant.
I'm in a New York state of mind. I've seen all the movie stars in their fancy cars and their limousines. Been high in the Rockies, under the evergreens. I know what I'm needing, and I don't want to waste more time. I'm in a New York state of mind. It was so easy.